I think we should just press record. Just don't get me confessing to any crimes. Oh shit, you press record, damn it.
I pressed it a minute too late. Welcome to Head Wrecked, the show where we discuss the things that wrecked our heads this week and try to make sense of it all. And we've a ton of stuff that's wrecked our heads this week. I'm your host, JB, and with me as always is
CT, hello everybody. How's everyone doing this evening, today, this morning, whenever it is you're listening to this podcast?
could be anytime, could be tomorrow,
Could be
could be
anytime.
today.
Could be middle of
Give
the
us
night.
a shout on Head Wrecked and Gmail, headiswrecked@gmail.com, Twitter, head_wrecked, Instagram, head_wrecked, and we're on Facebook and we're on all that. And you can listen to us anywhere as you are. I don't need to
Even
tell you
on
where you can listen to us because
Spotify.
we're here. Yeah, you're
But
probably listening to us on Spotify now. So that's nice, isn't it? Spotify's
that is
nice.
cool.
Nice.
And
It's one of those things. It's like, yay, happy days. Does that mean we're
exactly.
famous? Are we famous now?
No, definitely not famous, John. I think though it would be great. Like we need anyone out there with stuff that wrecks your head, send us now hashtag head wrecked in there. Give us some ideas because me and John are not very intelligent, as you
Send
might
us
have
some
picked up
hash.
if you've.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello. How are you,
No,
John?
I'm good. It's been a weird few days and week and all that, but the world is getting back to normal. So I need to start by apologizing to you for wrecking your head over the last few days, but especially last night. And I'll just go back a little bit and explain what happened, because I do have a valid excuse for not being able to record a podcast last night. But CT doesn't believe this is actually true. So I couldn't find my phone anywhere. So I had no way of contacting them on WhatsApp. I now have WhatsApp on my computer. So I can, if I lose my phone again, I can send you a message and go, yeah, here we go. But the dog, we let the dog sleep in the house anywhere he wants. So he was asleep on the bed. My phone was on the bed. He was lying on it. Couldn't find it. I could hear buzzing. I could hear little pings. Could not find the phone. It was underneath him. I was looking under the bed, behind the curtains, in the laundry. I was like, where the fuck is it? Anyway, it was under the dog. And that's a true story. It was under the dog. And I didn't find
Yeah.
it till this morning.
Sure.
100%.
Yeah, no, I do believe you, and I'm glad it is true. But it was just such a hilarious text message again. Sorry, I couldn't record. The dog was asleep on my phone. I was like, that's like the weirdest lie
The lie
ever.
is too elaborate to be not true.
Yeah.
But it was true. But that absolutely wrecked my head last night because I did want to do a podcast and I couldn't.
But that's a good thing to kick us off. I mean, that is like a thing that wrecks your head in nowadays life, is losing stuff, especially like phones, chargers. Chargers are the worst, man. Fucking if
Yeah.
you lose a charger.
Or just leaving the house without your phone, not finding your phone for a second, it's like the scariest thing in the world. But just like it, I've seen so many things and funny things on social media and whatever, where someone texts someone a picture of their phone going, babe, you forgot your phone, and they come in looking for it and they're like, how did you know you forgot your phone? Because you sent me a message. I have my phone. I didn't forget my phone. It's just a funny thing. It's like you
Okay.
don't cop until you. But it's
Yeah.
like when you go to the loo and you forget your phone, you're like, oh fuck, I have to go back to when I was like 12 reading shampoo.
Oh yeah,
Trying
yeah.
to understand what the words are, or doing a crossword.
Yeah, mad, isn't it? Mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you bring your phone into the toilet? Like I know some
Yeah, I
people
do,
don't,
yeah.
but like I
Yeah.
don't understand why you wouldn't. You use it
No,
to
because I
check music and
no,
like
because like
texting people. What I do, not answer phone calls on the jacks. No way.
I read football news on the jacks. That's my pastime. Yeah,
Really?
no, it is. Yeah.
You save it
That's
all
what
up.
I basically do. No, but like me and the phones, I'm like, so I've got that kind of like it's a smart brick phone. So it's
Yes,
like,
yes, you're not
yeah,
you've embraced the non-smart smartphone, which
yeah.
is
I gotta
great.
say,
It's like this super powered brick that's like lasts forever, but it just does the basics and gets you by in a good way and keeps you
yeah.
mentally sane.
It's called the
Yeah.
AGM M7, and it's a cool little phone. Looks like a brick phone. It's
It
got a
it looks
really,
like the
really
old like Nokia 3210s or something. Do you know? Like
yeah.
yeah,
No, like it's bulky. Like if you're not, it's not gonna win any prizes for like prettiest phone. But like it's grand. But anyway, the good thing is like it just looks like a phone, but you can get WhatsApp and Spotify and stuff on it
yeah.
like that. So, so you can get apps, but there's no app store, so you have to get like an APK to download an app. So I got like I wanted just WhatsApp and Spotify on it, but then I ended up getting FODMAP as well, which is like a football scores app, and it has news in
What's
it.
it
So
called? Fob mop.
FOTMOB,
FOTMOB. Okay.
FOTMOB.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And
Football
so I go,
mobile.
so I go in and I read the news. Yeah, and it's funny because I was trying to spend, I was like the conversation, like, it's so often on it. I was trying to spend less time on my phone, so
Yeah.
that's why I got this one, and it has been good for that. Like just because texting and stuff is kind of annoying and the screen's small. Like you're just not interested
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
in
Plus, you have
spending
to do the
time on
old
it. Like,
predictive, to say
yeah,
hello. You have to press. I can't even think of what numbers you have to press now to say hello.
yeah. Hence the massive increase of voice notes I've been sending
Yeah,
you rather than text.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like
No,
fuck that
that's all
shit
right.
out.
I don't mind you on increasing the memory or decreasing the memory available on my phone. It's fine. Work away.
Or
It's
just
fine.
yeah.
No, no. I actually that's one thing I do a lot of. It wrecks my head that so many messages and voice notes on WhatsApp. I don't save them. I like go through the media on each chat and delete it religiously because I like number one, I hate it backing up because if you're in group chats or whatever, you inevitably get messages
Shy.
that just dirty pictures and whatnot, and you don't want that backing up in a year's time. And you're going, "Fuck! Ah, look, there's us in the park. There's a dick. Ah, look, look, there's the little dog. Oh, there's your man, the big black guy sitting on the edge of the bed.
Yeah,
Like Barry.
in that like Google photo
Yeah,
like years review that comes up.
yeah, yeah. Do you want to make a collage from this? It'll cost you 6.99 for dick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
I've got a period when I was driving a van. I was doing parcel deliveries for Amazon for a while, and but every day we had to take a picture of the reg of our van and any like damage
Why?
to the van that was like already there when. So you
Oh, right.
got
You're in a
you
different
got
van every day.
different van
Oh, I
every day.
get you.
So
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
to like cover yourself, you take a picture of any damage
Yeah.
was already there and the reg. So like for that period, like 4 or 5 months, I was doing that like every year now. Like I get like pictures of random regs of vans and like broken broken wing mirrors. Like remember this day? Yeah, like,
Yes, I do. I hated it. God, it's like you're renting a van from Hertz or something. You know, to go around taking all the pictures and have a
yeah,
look
that's
at it.
that's
Yeah.
what it was like. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I applaud you and your use of a non-smart smartphone. I the skeptic in me would love to see if you stick at it, but I think you're the kind of person and with your big outdoorsy head in you that you will just go, fuck this, I don't want a smartphone anymore.
Oh no, I've made up my mind. Yeah, no, I don't. Like, I know personally, I'm better off. Like, like I'm like people talk about like Luddites,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
those
yeah,
people who
yeah.
like my age. I'm gonna be like a new Luddite. You know what I mean? Just like I'm
Smashing
just grand.
smartphones.
But I mean, like, I don't know, like, so that have you watched the TV show Beef
No, it's
on
on my
Netflix?
list, on the ever
Uh,
increasing list. On it's yeah, that's another thing that rides my head. But go on, sorry, I'm not going to
I
sidestep.
No, I finished watching that last night. I really, really enjoyed
Was
it.
it good? Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
good. Yeah,
I thought it was very good. Really, really, really enjoyed it. But just something someone said in at one point, they're just like fella who's born in the '80s, and it's like set in like modern day, obviously. But he's talking about how like um when social networks and the internet and stuff got started, like that our generation, we're the ones who can remember when it wasn't like that. Like life before, you always had a phone. Like,
yeah,
we can remember clearly what that was like. And basically just saying how that we're like they had no idea what how much this was gonna fuck us up. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, yeah,
all that.
yeah,
I was like, and it just made me think he obviously said it better in the fucking script of the TV show. But like it did make me think, I was like, wow, I wonder, yeah, would this be like in 100 years time when like they've sorted out AI and social media to that it's just like a normal thing.
mm,
But they look back at this generation of people and be like, oh my god, yeah, remember they all got really, really depressed and fucking like suffer from massive mental health issues and massive anxiety and stuff because we just fucked a really powerful tool at them and then let them loose.
yeah. But I think I do agree with you that like it has fucked everything up in good ways and bad ways. But I do think that we will look back, or they will look back at it and go, they had it so easy. We're looking at it going, oh fucking hell, our heads are wrecked with it. But they're going to look back and go, our heads are even doubly wrecked. They had
Oh
it
yeah,
so easy. At least they had free time offline or something. They didn't have the chip
yeah,
in their head tracking everything or I don't know,
True,
something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. But we can't even know, like, like obviously, like 1923, they couldn't have known that the world would look like it does now. But like, we have like even less of an idea what like 21, 23 will look like, because isn't what's that thing, that law where stuff, the speed of experiments, like
Yeah,
it
Moore's
multiplies
law.
like Moore's
More,
law, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
More's the
Everything
better.
yeah. Oh, Jesus. Today is Fred today.
Yeah.
Is it every 10 years? Is it, or 7 years? Everything multiplies by two. And it has actually worked out exponentially.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I mean, look at what we thought we would be in, I don't know, 2001 Space Odyssey. Look where they thought we'd be in the 60s, 40 years, like that we'd be
Yeah, true,
talking to
yeah.
a robot called Hal. Well, we weren't far from it, I suppose, with Siri and that.
Star Trek
And
wasn't far off.
yeah, and look at
Apart from the whole star travel thing.
yeah. The whole
Apart
beam
from the
me
main
up, Scotty.
concept of that show.
Yeah, yeah, it just didn't make sense, really. For some reason, everyone had the freakiest heads, but normal bodies, like humans. Were they people in costume? No, but even Back to the Future. I mean, they thought we'd have flying cars in 20. When was Back to the Future? What was the one of the future dates in the 21st century they went to? Was it 2015 or something like that?
Oh, really? Funny.
And they thought we'd have the flying cars and stuff. So, like, we can only guess, but we're not going to know. My guess is infrastructurally and automobile it's not going to change much. Where it'll change, it'll be the tech that you won't see, the likes of the smartphones and the TVs. Because I heard something, I think it actually could have been Elon Musk. I think it was him. Maybe it was on the Joe Rogan podcast, which is him on. I'm not. I don't listen to a lot of the Joe Rogan podcast, but I did listen to the Elon Musk one because the fact that he got high in it was absolutely brilliant to watch on YouTube. It was brilliant.
I must
But he
check
asked
that
him
out,
about,
actually.
it's very funny, but he asked him about flying cars and stuff. Maybe it wasn't him. I don't know. Anyway, I heard someone talking about it and they said there never really will be flying cars the way we think it is. Because if you think of a drone, right, and how light they are and the power, the propulsion it needs just
Hmm.
to make them lift and hover, they're so loud. Imagine how loud a car would be and how big the blades would have to be with the technology we have now. We can't even remotely get near it. So we're probably never really going to have that. Plus, can you imagine people going around being able to fly anywhere?
That'd be carnage.
Look, the boy racers that fly past here.
Yeah, do you
Imagine, like, to
imagine?
be putting these mad fucking jet exhausts on a little
Yeah,
flying
yeah,
crowd,
yeah.
and it's like when the what do you call it used to go by the supersonic jet. Oh my god,
Oh,
it,
the
um,
Concorde.
Concord, yeah, like every 10 seconds past your house. How do you can't put up speed ramps to stop those fuckers?
No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't. Yeah, it's a mad one. It's a mad one. So yeah, who knows?
Well, speaking of mental health, no, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm just talking about my bad segues again.
Yeah, that was again. I was like,
No, I
where is
know
this
that
going?
was a joke. It was a joke this time. No,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just said I'd give you an update on my mental health
Oh,
this
good.
week, right? So, and how my head is a little bit less wrecked this week because I got a job, which
Congratulations,
is
John.
good. Yeah, yeah, no, it's good. We'll see how it goes. And in for a penny, in
And
for a
that's
pound.
the end of the podcast.
Yeah, no, it absolutely will not be by the ups and downs of my life.
it's it's been nice knowing you,
No,
Guy and
no,
Kildare.
no, no. But look, it's like I've said to you a million times before. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. So I'm happy I got something and have or will have when I start in a couple of days' time. Happy that I'll have our salary coming in, and that's where it is. So that's a little bit of a relief. I'm less head wrecked that I have a job. So there you go.
That's really good.
Yeah, and no, I'm happy. Well, we'll see. We'll see next week when I talk to you at how happy I am.
Well, yeah, and look at me. You'd be happy when you start the job, I guess. Then, like any job, after a few weeks or months, whatever long it takes, depending on the job, you're kind of just like, like a job is the one thing that's guaranteed to wreck your head. At the end of the day, we all have to have them. Maybe you can get by without one if you had like a rich family or something. But even still, as Bob Dylan says, everyone has to serve somebody, and at some stage, that's going to wreck your head because you're always going to have someone who's going to turn around and ask you to do something that you just don't feel like doing. And that can be head wrecking.
Well, you said an interesting thing there. You quoted Bob Dylan, and I can hands down say that's something I've never done, because dare I say, why did I put a H there? Dare I say, dare I
Or dare
say,
say, or
but
dare say,
dare say I,
dare
Bob
say.
Dylan wrecks my head. Your face says
So
it all, because I just look.
that's purely because you worked in the music
His
industry, and it's just
voice
like
goes through me from it just goes through me.
he says the same thing about you. He has that song.
I know, yeah. In fact, come in, Bob. Jump on the
Jimmy's
mic here.
voice, Jimmy's
No, he
voice.
does. I just and someone who you see, there's a couple of reasons, right? And one reason is I have heard what he's like live. So I've Googled what he's like live, and I love going to a concert and knowing a song and singing along with it. And to not be able to do that would wreck my head. So I just stay clear. Like you know,
Yeah,
like you can't
but
sing
I
along with
like
his
but how
hits.
but you can't like you can't really say that unless you go to one of his gigs and experience the shit. You know what I mean? Like, because maybe he doesn't mind on like the
Yeah.
hurricane or something like that. You know what I mean? But like, I mean, I could kind of, in fairness, like what's the like shelter from the storm, like some or is that the one or yeah, like some of the songs like 6, 7 verses long. You know what I mean? So, like, maybe it's for the health and safety, especially for his clientele audience now. But like a couple of people there with like in their 70s or 60s or whatever, and they're trying to like sing along to the
Yeah,
Bob
but they're not going
Dylan
to remember
live.
it anyway, are they? To be fair, so it doesn't matter. They're just making it up as they go along as well.
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean that. No, that would wreck my head. That would wreck my head. I get it, but I mean that's like these. So this is I don't know. That's still not a valid reason to not like.
His voice
So are
goes
you
through me. It just
okay?
that
No,
whole
no,
that
no. Okay.
I can't, it
So
just
so so
it's
you
like a
just can't listen.
drone. Yeah,
You
it's
just
like a
can't listen to
drone.
his music. Like,
No, 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 no. And I've
what
never
about
listened
people
to.
who? What about people who do covers of Bob Dylan songs?
I couldn't name one. Okay, yeah, no. I look. People have covered a lot of songs. Garth Brooks has covered his songs. Adele has
Yeah,
covered his songs.
like
Like that's fine,
like
and I still find them
was.
possibly equally annoying.
So
Um,
you're saying that like, so do you think he's not good?
Whoa, I don't know because I'm going to divide. There's a real Bunclody versus Kildare vibe going on now. Because we don't want to lose those two people that listen to us there. Actually, do you know, I tell a lie. We have a good following in America for some reason, which is great.
Oh
They
wow.
must love the Irish accent. So, hello, Americans. So
Hello,
there you go.
Americans. What is your opinion
Yeah.
on Bob
Look,
Dylan?
it's just, I mean, there must be a singer or a band that wrecks your head. I mean, can you imagine if you went to see ABBA live, right? Who doesn't like ABBA? And
Nobody,
Dancing,
nobody, no,
Dancing
nobody doesn't
Queen
like ABBA.
or Waterloo, right? And they sing it completely different and you can't sing along. You're like, what? No, that's really, or they just sing completely different words.
Yeah,
You know?
but it's a different. You can't really compare the two things. They're different kinds of. I mean, yeah, I know the concert thing would hurt head, but that doesn't take away from the fact that like, are you saying Bob Dylan is shite? Basically,
I didn't say shite. I just
you,
said I don't
you
like
did. You
him.
heard it here first. Okay, but what about like? That's what
The
I'm saying. Like
reviews
asking.
are out. Late review. Bob Dylan is shit.
I can't think of like, but okay. So what about have you like? I don't know why I'm defending Bob Dylan so much. I'm not like a massive fan.
I just
I
love that
do
I've
like him.
wrecked your head
You have
by
wrecked my
saying I
head
have because you're
because
obviously a big fan,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
no, I'm not. I wouldn't even say I'm a massive fan, but this is just the thing that wrecks my head.
right.
Is there's like bands, and I haven't had it with Bob Dylan before. You're the first person with Bob Dylan, so fairness,
But I've
can't say that.
tried. Like I've tried to
Yeah,
listen. It's not
but
like
like
I go
the other
and I
two are
just
like
it just doesn't do it for me. I just can't.
U2 and Coldplay are the other ones that it's like everyone's like, oh, it's cool not to like them, but like
Eh,
dismisses the fact that they're amazing. You know what I mean?
okay, you two. We're not talking about the personalities of the band, whatever.
No,
They
obviously
have
not. Yeah.
some great songs, particularly the early stuff. And I went to their anniversary concert in Dublin a couple of years ago, the Joshua Tree. It was fucking phenomenal, right? Phenomenal, brilliant concert. So many that I'd forgotten about. Do I listen to them every day? No. So occasionally I listen to the hits. I love Sunday Bloody Sunday. My son listens to it all the time. Love Drumbeat at the start of it. Um, Coldplay, love their first few albums. Lost them after a little bit. They got a little bit poppy. I liked their more uniqueness at the start. Kind of
when they were just like four guys,
when they
four
were more,
instruments, like
yeah, more Britpop.
yeah,
And
yeah,
again,
same.
they've got a couple of hits, but like the first Rush of Blood to the Head was great. Parachutes was great. Um, what was the next? First four, I would say. I bought them, but then that was the time when you bought actual albums as well.
But I think the thing about Coldplay, like, so I'd be the exact same as you, exact same with Coldplay. Like, you two are probably my favorite band ever.
Mm,
But like with Coldplay, I would completely agree with you. And I probably you're saying the first four, I probably don't even know. I don't even think I know the fourth one. Or the first three, first two, I played the shit out, and then the third one I probably listened to.
mm,
But no, the third one I actually bought as well. I remember buying that one now, and I can't remember the fourth one was. So, but yeah, then when they started getting poppy, which they did, like
mm.
another line, I go to completely different now.
Yeah,
Obviously, like that just wasn't really my style of music. There were still obviously a
yeah,
couple of good tunes in there,
yeah.
but I think there's something about some bands like that where like they just get it. What is a good sound? You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like I don't know, and even something kind of magicy about them. Like, like as people as well, especially probably the front, but like Chris Martin and Bono, like, you know what I mean?
mm.
They're not your ordinary type of dudes, are they? Even from before probably the bands even got started,
Yeah.
like, you just why is it that someone like Bono, for instance, like, yeah, he's a musician and all that and other stuff, but like he's in like the presidents of America stratus of people. That's who he hangs out with, and like his music's not that good. So
Mm,
like, but he because and then you can look at U2's songs, and like I said, the biggest fan U2 in the world. And I probably look at them if I was to critically analyze them. I'd probably say that like there's probably tons of people who are better songwriters, can write technically better music, harder music, have wrote better lyrics. But something about bands like U2, and I'm not saying Coldplay are as good as U2, I don't think they are, they're nowhere near, but they have a similar vibe to them that's like, even if you don't like it, you just kind of go, there's something I can see why people like it. It's not for me, but like,
yeah, and I have thought about this before. When you're saying about a vibe, so they have a particular sound, a particular keynote, and a strum, and also a guitar like a Spanish guitar type or something like they have that, which is not unique to them. Like it's not like it hasn't been done before, but the minute a U2 song starts, you know it's them. The minute a
exactly, yeah.
Coldplay song starts, you know it's them. There's that unique
Rolling
sound
Stones,
they've done it for
yeah,
the whole of their span of their career, and incidentally, Rolling Stones live, amazing as well.
yeah.
So that was so good.
Well, there you go. That's cool.
But no, it's just when you just can't get it. And I've tried.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I
fair
said,
enough.
I'm not a music snob by any means, and I will try. But I'll also say if I don't like something and I can't get into it, like this week, I listened to anything. I was listening to Claire de Lune. I know I said that before, but it's one of my favorite all time classics by Debussy, and I love it. And I was listening to that loads and list different renditions of it. But again, just like cover bands, some renditions are shite. Some are
Oh,
annoying,
yeah,
or they go on this little figure of little piano solos. I'm like, no, I just want to hear the bass line of this. So I just want to hear this song, you know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that wrecks my head when people go off on their song trying to make it their own. I don't mind when people do covers, but when they go crazy trying to make it their own, like the newest thing now. I don't watch X Factor, but my wife and kid, they love that and those kind of shows. Again, it's just not my thing. But when someone does a cover of a song, it's always a slowed down, a stripped down, just a
Mm,
piano. And it's like, I don't know, pick a upbeat pop song and they've slowed it down to like the slowest rhythmic
yeah, yeah, yeah.
whatever. And it's like, oh my God, it's so moving and captivating. Oh my God, we're all in tears. That kind of shit wrecks my head. I want to sing along to the song. Will you stop?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
wrecks my head.
Yeah, that was one, wasn't it? I mean, that's like talking like covers, and you mentioned X Factor, and that's probably the most controversial cover question is the one Hallelujah. Because
Oh, Leonard
my favorite,
Cohen. Mm.
Well, there you go. My favorite version is Jeff Buckley. I know
Well,
that it's on, but
and
my favorite version.
yeah, and I agree with you because he didn't take any airs or graces. He did it normally. He
Yeah,
just
yeah,
did the song the way the song is, but it was just in his tone and his voice, and that's what made
yes,
it great. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But then there
Oh,
was that. Remember there was an X Factor one who won it, and she sang Hallelujah. And in fairness, I don't think she did like anything amazingly different with it. I think she sang it fairly true to it, just
but
again in
it's
her
not a
voice.
pop song though.
It was done popped up as X Factor, but it wasn't
Yeah,
like. But it like I actually don't think it was. It would be unfair to say she done a bad version of it. She didn't, but it was annoying because it was X Factor. You know, that's the
yeah,
annoying
yeah. I
thing with
know.
this.
Yeah,
It's
you just
how the
have
Leonard
this
Cohen
instant.
song got X Factor.
Yeah, yeah. And then there
Yeah,
was the Biffy Clyro song, Many of
yeah,
Horror. I can't remember.
yeah.
That
The dude,
wasn't
yeah.
too bad because it was not a far cry from the original. It was fairly one on one, really. It was just a different voice.
And that song, I actually didn't know that song before until X
Mm,
Factor, and then I like was I'd seen the name Biffy Clyro, but I never
yeah,
listened to
yeah,
it, and then I listened to the song, I'm like, oh my god, like their version's so much better,
yeah.
and
Oh,
then
that
also
album,
introduced
Only
me to a
Revelations, is
really cool
brilliant.
band.
Yeah, yeah. That's a good
Yeah,
album. They've got some great songs. That was the first album of theirs that I got into. I think I mentioned before with Phantom FM, TXFM. I heard Many of Horrors or Bubbles. It was Bubbles actually on that song. If you haven't heard Bubbles on that Only Revelations album, it's
I'll check that
brilliant. It's
out.
very, it's a funky, cool, upbeat rock song. Soft rock. Soft
Cool.
rock. It's good. Yeah,
Check that
but
out. Yeah,
covers can be head wrecking. Yeah.
yeah.
And you know it can be head wrecking as well, actually. I know you mentioned we tipped on this before and you got your radio fixed, but you didn't have a radio in the car. I
Mm.
cannot stand journeys without music. I need music. But incidentally, did a couple of long trips this week um in the car with my brother. And it was actually the first time, probably about the only time I can remember where my head wasn't wrecked from not listening to music. And we just chatted the whole way and caught up, and it was actually really cool. So it's
Oh
kind of
yeah,
just one of those cool weeks of just getting stuff done, getting plumbing done, loads of housework done, having cool conversations, getting to know yourself. So I don't know. I feel a little bit less head wrecked than I think partly it's down to this podcast and chatting with you. I love
no, cool.
you.
Love you too. Love you too. That's good. That's good. Glad to hear that. And yeah, but I think the conversation in the car, yeah, that's brilliant. Like, you fucking,
It
I
is
love
because you
that.
don't have to
Like,
look at each other, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's more naturally suited
Yeah,
to chatting like that. Yeah, yeah,
it
true.
is, isn't
That's
it?
right.
Like,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
sometimes looking at you, you can be embarrassed saying something, or you're focusing. Almost like you're talking to someone while you're watching TV, but you don't have the distraction of something happening on the TV because you're just looking at a road in front of you. Do you know what I mean?
And even if the conversation never like ever fades, something interesting will happen. I might turn that around. Oh, did you see that house? Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah.
To see the house. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that sounded very Bob Dylan. See the house.
Yeah, I was looking for a song about Dylan, so just get the lyrics of. I can't remember the fucking name of the song, but it's one of the ones that's just like
Well, it's grand because the lyrics won't be what you're looking for anyway, because he's just changing them every time he sings it. So don't worry about
But this
it.
is the one that you'd probably say that he would get away with because it's like every verse is just like it's like he just had loads of ideas and just wrote them all down for like a million different songs. It's like I'm just gonna write them all. It's an amazing song though, but it's like if you look at the lyrics, you're like, what the fuck is he talking about? You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah. But like, you see, that's what I'm saying. Going to see him in concert, then it's like, was that song? I think so. I think I sang along. Like, can you imagine trying to sort out a set list when it comes to royalties? Haven't a fucking clue.
Yeah, but I'd say he just fucking
Did
say
he pull?
money's
Did he pull his music off Spotify? Was it him
no,
or
it was Neil Young.
Neil Young? Yeah, 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 yeah.
Then he one of them sold their library recently.
That was driving home for Christmas.
No,
What
it
do
was
you go?
someone picking that man, Mark Owen.
No, 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 no. Driving home for Christmas. What's his name?
No, Mark Owen.
Uh, uh, no. Driving home for Chris Ria.
Oh,
Chris
Chris
Ria.
Rea, I did that.
Chris Ria. Yeah, yeah. He sold his. Yeah, which is
Man,
a
yeah, but
weird,
no,
strange move.
no, but
Strange move.
someone bigger than that sold like someone like I know Springsteen sold his, but someone else. like massive sold theirs. I
I
thought it was
wonder.
Dylan or Neil Young.
Well, maybe, but best of luck trying to get the royalties, like I said on that, because like I think I own that song. Should I get royalties for it? It's not the one that he sold me. It's different. So tell me, what did you buy in Mr. Price? I see a Mr. Price bag behind you.
Ah, Jesus, I've no idea. Probably fucking Christmas presents or something. I don't know.
Oh,
No,
thank you very much. What did you get me?
yeah. No, I don't know what when that bag. That's just a random bag lies around the place. But yeah, Mr. Price. You know, Mr. Price. I don't think anything wrecks my head about Mr. Price. I think
Do you
it's the
know?
one place in the world that probably, although there's one little tiny head wreck, it's that there's one, there's two in Carlow. There's one up by Duns and there's one in the town. And the one up by Duns, I don't know if this is across the board thing now, but that's the only one I go to now. Is they don't have any food in it
Oh, is this
because
the
there's
one that the court case over, was it?
yeah, they're in some
Yeah,
court
yeah,
dispute
yeah,
with
yeah.
Duns over, but they're like it's normal. The rest of them usually have food, and don't they?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can get like
Yeah,
I was in one today, believe it or not, looking for a mop. There you
that's
go. And I got
that's
a
the
mop
place you
for
go.
four
Hundred and
euro for a
ten.
mop. Like,
Everyone in Ireland would say if the mop breaks or need a new mop, first place I think of Mr. Price.
yeah, you
And
can't pay it.
no, they don't even advertise. You know what I mean?
No,
How the
but that
fuck?
wrecks my head that like you go and get the same products or whatever in Tesco or Pellets or Duns, and they're like double the price. That I don't understand. I understand economies of scale and how it works and all that. So my guess is Mr. Price and all of these cheaper shops are just
Robbing
named
shit at the back of alleys.
brands. Yeah. No, but they're obviously just these massive companies that are buying in such bulk and just like different named brand shops all over the place. It must be that's the only way I can think of how they can
Yeah,
sell stuff that cheap.
or else, or else, you know,
Because they can't be selling more in quantity than Duns or whatever. They can't be.
yeah, but you know
You
what
know,
it
because
could
they're
be.
everywhere.
But you know, like I'm not sure. I think it's Walmart. You know, like if you've ever been in France, there's like a massive chain in France called Leclerc's. They're like the Tesco of France,
Mm.
and Tesco. I think Walmart owns them, and like they're all really similar shops. And like, and I wonder is like, have they got? Walmart probably owns hundreds of other shops. Same like Musgraves own like Super Value and
Yeah, yeah,
Centra and
yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah.
I wonder is like, does it go down through like is there a filtration system of produce? And then when it gets to like the Mr. Price stuff, it's like the stuff that hasn't sold in Super Value and Centra and somewhere else. It's like, okay, let's just fucking Mr. Price for like €1, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. It is strange though, isn't it? And it's not like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
stuff has gone off or different or inferior. Not that I can see anyway. But
I
yeah.
mean, I mean, if the stuff breaks though, that's the thing. You know what I mean? Like you get anything plastic out of there breaks, you know.
No, but I just mean like a brand. Do you know, like if you're
Oh, the brands, oh yeah, yeah.
for example, I don't know, Flash floor cleaner or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Timote or do you know, like there is no difference. So that wrecks my head that you can get them so much cheaper. It's just takes more effort to shop around and look for the stuff you want.
Yeah.
Because I go to Tesco and I see, oh look, the fruit flavor condoms in Tesco are a tenner, but I can get them for €2 in Mr. Price. Sure, they'll be
I don't
grand.
I don't think they would work.
I'm kidding. I don't understand fruit
There's a
flavor condoms.
mosquito after there's a mosquito after
I
landed on
saw
my
something
phone.
flying past you there, and then I just thought it was like a little weird pixely thing. But yeah, it's
No,
fairly
he landed on the fucking monitor. Or not on the monitor, on the microphone. Now he's on the monitor. Do that.
that's gonna wreck your head
That is you're gonna wreck my head, Paul. Yeah. On
now.
that note.
You fly, don't bother me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This is a quick one. Yeah, but you've been great as always. Give us a shout, people. Um, I've
Let
been
us know what's wrecking your head.
yeah, absolutely. I've been me, and you've been you, and we've been us. And adieu.
Adieu.